Hey, what's up guys? This is Josh here, and today we're taking a look at the DC Collectibles New 52 Greg Capullo Designer Series Batman action figure. Now, since this is a new line of action figures, let's go ahead and take a look at the box because it's not our traditional box we've come to love. Uh, as you can see, this is the new box for the Designer Series. I really dig it. It looks more collector-like. You got the warning label at the top. You got this nice open window here. It reaches around to the side. You got the name Batman. On the bottom here, you got DC Comics Designer Series, Greg Capullo action figure, and this is #1, which is Batman. You got the DC Collectibles logo with like the peel back right there. On the inside, you can see Batman, the symbol there. You can see Talon, Riddler, Batman, and Nightwing because they are Series 1. Nothing on the side there. You got the back, it says DC Comics, Designer Series, Greg Capullo. You got #1, Batman, 2, Talon, 3, Nightwing, 4, the Riddler. On the bottom here, you got DC Comics. You got a little bio of the figure, or not bio, but a little description of the figure, sculpted by Jonathan Matthews. Good job. You got this side just has the silhouette. Looks very, very nice. And of course, Designer Series, Batman, these collectibles, and on the top it just has the Designer Series, Greg Capullo, and then the little bat symbol, which looks very cool. Alrighty, let's put this package back in the background. Now let's take a look at Batman. And right off the bat, you could tell this Batman is way more articulated, and it also looks exactly like Greg Capullo's art of Batman. Now, if you're a big fan of the artwork, you'll really appreciate this figure. I like his artwork, but there's some things about the design and whatnot that bother me, but it's nothing too big. One little nitpick I can't stand is just the super squared off jaw, but that's my opinion, but whatever. And it looks really nice. You can see he's got shorter ears. You can see he looks really angry. If he'll focus. There we go. He looks angry. You can see the lines in his brow there. He's got the white eyes. He's got a frowning face. He's got a nice skin tone. He's got a little bit of a pink wash in there. The cowl is a nice flat black. He's got a flat gray body. You can see the panel lines, which look really cool. He's very muscular. You can see, of course, his shoulders are really broad like Greg Capullo draws them. Nice bat symbol there. Nice utility belt. It's a nice vibrant yellow with like a brownish orange wash in there. The lines continue. He's got some nice knee pads. Nice articulation there. He's got some shiny boots here. He's got some nicely sculpted boots as well. So you can see on the side there, he's got some sculpting going on, and also the treads are nicely sculpted. This one has a peg hole, and this one does not. Moving on to his gauntlets, he's got a fisted hand, and he's got like a semi-fisted hand. Like, what I mean by that is like it's a fist hand, but he's also got little grooves in between his fingers. If he'll focus. Focus. Let's see if I could put this in the background. Come on. Man, I think I need to get a new camera because my phone's not cutting it. Focus. Come on. Oh. Right there. As you can see, he's got the grooves in between his fingers where he can hold his batarangs. And yes, he comes with 3 tiny batarangs. They are super small, so be careful or you'll be sure to lose them because they're really tiny. He's got some nice sculpting going on in his gauntlet. You can see the spikes there. He's got some nice sculpting in his glove. Again, if he'll focus. Okay, well, enough of that. I don't got it all the time. There you go. You can kind of see it there. Looks very cool. The one thing I don't like about these gauntlets, or just the forearms in general, is when you rotate them at the top of the gauntlet here, it gives him a very unnatural shape to his arm, because I guess the way the joint is cut and the way it swivels is, it looks very unnatural when you put it straight. So you kind of have to have it angled like this to where it looks natural to his arm, because if you turn it, it'll give him like, his arm will go like kind of like that, and it looks very unnatural, which is the articulation part, not really the design, but it's just something that really bugs me. He's got a nice cape. I really love the way his cape flows. It looks very, very natural. It doesn't just drape down like a regular cape. It has all this dimension to it. It's like flowing in the wind. It looks very cool, and it is very long, as you can see, which is awesome because Batman's supposed to have a long cape. So overall, the detail in this guy is pretty good. For articulation, he's got a ball jointed head, he's got a ball socket shoulder, he's got a swivel bicep, he's got a hinge at the elbow. Of course, he got the swivel at the top of the gauntlet there. Again, when it swivels, the way it's cut, I guess, gives him this really unnatural shape to his arm. He's got a swivel at the wrist, and he's got a hinge at the wrist. He's got an ab crunch. He's got a waist swivel. He's got like a T-jointed hip, which is very nice, so they can go forward, back, and in and out. But in and outs, when they go in and out, they can only go just a tiny bit. So be careful there. He's got a thigh cut right here. Again, it's unlike the Crime Syndicate figures, which have like an overlapping thigh cut. This one's just a straight cut, which is really nice. I prefer this kind of cut rather than the other ones. He's got a double jointed knee. He's got a swivel at the top of the boot, and he's got a hinge and a swivel, no ankle rocker at the ankles. So that is pretty much the articulation on this guy, and it is pretty good. So overall, I think the articulation and the detail on this guy is really good. If you are into highly articulated figures in the Batman and the Greg Capullo's artwork, I think this figure has nailed all those points. For a size comparison, let's bring in the previous New 52 Batman. As you can see, they are totally different. This guy is based off of Jim Lee. This guy is based off of Greg Capullo. Me personally, nothing against Greg Capullo, but I prefer this design of Batman more, and I also don't like most of the added articulation that this one has, and I prefer less articulation on this guy. But if I had no Batman figure and you couldn't find this guy, I'd recommend you pick this guy up, especially if you're into Greg Capullo's artwork. I think this Batman does not disappoint. This designer series is mostly geared towards collectors that are fans of Greg Capullo and just fans of Greg Capullo in general, but I think if you needed a Batman for collection, this guy would be a good option to go with as well. So I don't know, it depends on you if you really want to get him. And enough of me rambling on about stuff like that. I don't got time for that. But yeah, that was my review of the DC Collectibles New 52 Designer Series Greg Capullo Batman action figure. Feel free to comment, rate, subscribe. And that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for my Talon review, Nightwing and Riddler. Those guys will be up shortly. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching my video, and I will catch you guys later. Alright, guys, take care.